Hello, Retro Bro here, giving you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle, and this time it's the return of Sophie Girl. Also, shout out to her for hooking me up with the Mega Venusaur. This is my first time actually trying it out, ironically against the person that gave it to me, but hey, it's a battle and it's supposed to be brutal, so let's go ahead and do this. So she went out into Rotom Wash, works perfectly fine for me because I want the Stealth Rocks out. I know she wants the Will-O-Wisp, but I'm really not too worried about it, so I want to go ahead and Toxic Rotom. I mean, between the Volt switching games, it being toxic, and the Stealth Rocks being out, I'll be able to take this thing down no problem, so I'm not too worried about it. At the same time, worst comes to worst, I have Mega Venusaur, which I know she'll definitely switch out on, so I thought I'd kill it the more non-conventional way without having to bother to use it. So at this point she goes into Salamence. I'm pretty sure this thing has Flamethrower or a Fire Blast or something to that extent, so I'm definitely going to need to switch. With the Leech Seed on it though, I'll more likely Protect, just to stall it a little bit. This also allows me to not only see what it's going to do, which I already assumed was going to be Fire Blast anyway, but take out some of the additional health. At this point, I would say I can either go into Blastoise or I can go into Clefable. Ooh, but she switches. And she goes into Mandibuzz. I'm in the Blastoise right now and I have the Ice Beam, so that's perfectly fine that she's Mandibuzz. Those things are physically defensive, so it's not going to take that well. That crit made it do additional damage, but in the long run, considering I still had to do Ice Beam twice, it really didn't matter much in the grand scheme of things, because it still would have been a two-hit KO. So let's see what she decides to go into this time. Ah, she wants her Talonflame. It's gonna go first with Vadershared, but she underestimated the bulk of Blastoise, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat that up. Well, not really eat it up, it actually hurt really, really bad. And then go for the Surf. From the amount of damage she did there, I'm positive that thing was Choice Banded. I'll have to ask her to double check, but I'm positive with the amount of damage I took there, that thing was definitely Choice Banded. At the same time, she only took recoil damage, so it definitely wasn't Life Orb, but I'm positive that was a Choice Band. So it was pretty obvious I was going to switch from Blastoise, and she went for the Volt switch on my Ferrothorn, so that's perfectly fine. Don't have a problem with that at all. Ooh, and she goes into the Landorus. Now this, on the other hand, is a problem. It's flying and ground, so I don't want to use Venusaur on it. At the same time, the Earthquake on this thing is going to hit pretty bad. And she Rock Polished for even faster speed, so I'm just going to go ahead and Stealth Rock and hope for the best from the worst. Now from this point here, as much as I want to Leech Seed to get like additional health back, the best thing I could do is Toxic, so that's what I went for. However, as you saw, she did the Polish, so she's faster, and the Focus Miss actually hit. However, Ferrothorn did his job. The rocks are out, did decent manage, put Poison on Rotom, so I should be fine. At this point here, I'm going to go ahead and rely on Mega Venusaur. Pretty sure she's not running a flying move on this thing. Ooh, but she's running special attack instead of physical and went with a Psychic. I didn't even know this thing could get Psychic, so that definitely threw me off guard. And most Landorus are physical, running things like Stone Edge and the Earthquake, but she ran Psychic, showing she's special attacking. But then again, she already showed me that by doing Focus Blast before, so I should have known that she was special and not physical. Luckily, she didn't predict I would go into Greninja. That worked out for me. At this point now, I'm going to go ahead and Surf. She didn't switch. I was predicting a switch there, but she did not. I kind of forgot again that she did the Rock Polish, making her too fast. So unfortunately, I could do nothing with Greninja. Luckily for me, Clefable is specially defensive, so if this thing is special, then Clefable should be able to take it out no problem. I can also stall between turns for health and do additional damage with Clefable, so that always works. At the same time, Moonblast may drop the special attack, giving the chance for a Revenge Killer to take a hit from this thing, which is definitely what I need. And Clefable did work. Not bad at all. So now she's going into Breloom. At this point, it's better for me to just let this thing die so I can set up for something else. Now at this point, I could either go into Mega Venusaur or Talonflame. Let's go ahead and go for the latter. So she makes the smart move of not switching, because anything she would have switched in would have been severely hurt by this thing. I also honestly got lucky because a lot of times Brelooms are focus sashed, but at the same time I still felt like this was a better choice over Mega Venusaur, whether I took the damage or not. So at this point I want to just go ahead and sack Blastoise. I mean, he did a great job. But I really want to free switch into whatever I can do. At the same time, I knew she was going to Volt Switch, so this allows me to not only get the safe switch in, but she switches first on the Volt Switch before me, so I can even counter switch on my free switch. Ooh, and that's nice. She went for Salamence, who takes the rock damage. This is an easy choice branded Brave Bird here, so this is just what I need. Ooh, why did she switch? Like, I understand it was about to die, but at the same time, coming in on rocks, being poisoned, and the fact that Brave Bird is priority, which means I can do it again being Choice Bandit, is a real issue. So I think I would have honestly just let the thing had died. Then he could have took the hit and got rid of the Talonflame next turn. Not really sure why she decided to switch there. Well, at this point, Salamence is going to come in and die with a little bit of health it has, and Rock's doing a huge amount of damage as well. And that will be good game. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly why she did the switch. I'll ask her, and maybe in the next video, if I remember, I'll let you guys know. But other than that, it was a great battle, and I will put her Twitter down in the description so you can show her some love, check her out, and even ask her for battles on Twitter as well. Also, if you like this type of battle and you want to see more X and Y battles, just like, comment, subscribe. And you can even challenge me yourself. You can either challenge me on Twitter or within the comments below. And as usual, I've been Retro Bro, and I'm signing out.